Simon Cooper is now an FA qualified coach, but for over 20 years he led a split life by mixing his day job with football violence, where he was part of a notorious gang of Manchester City fans called the Guvnors. We headed up to Oldham Athletic to find out his story and find out how he battled it all to get into academy coaching.
The Guvnors really was a 1980s thing, so I was on the back end of the young Guvnors and they'd all been arrested and sent to jail, so we started a gang. So we just travelled to home and away matches following Manchester City. I was involved in drugs, cocaine use. I always worked, but it was sort of a stealth life as well, where I was involved with the distribution of cocaine. One of the people I was involved with got murdered, one of my best friends. Funny enough, he used to be a football fan here, and it just really hit me hard. And I realised that I had to change my life for my family, and I didn't want to be the person I was. Well, football gave me that opportunity.
During his so-called stealth life, it was Simon's time spent working at Accrington that led him to meet Tony Philliskirk, who has been at Oldham Athletic for over 15 years.
Obviously, in me involvement in youth football, I'm always out watching junior games, grassroots games, non-league games, so I was aware of Simon and I'd heard about him. I like his philosophy on life. I know his background. He's come through adversity in the past. And the way he was, you know, as a person, more than a coach. I just liked him as a person.
Although the majority of players and staff know Simon's background, he rarely mentions it. But when he does, he uses it to his advantage.
I sort of do it to inspire others. I don't want them to quit. I don't want them to fall. Some of them are getting decisions whether they're going to get a professional contract at the club. But it doesn't mean that they can't be a professional footballer, but some of the mindset is if they don't make it at Oldham, that's it. And the ones who are successful, like your Jamie Vardys and stuff like that, who come from non-league, are the ones who didn't quit. And people used to say to me, you'll never be a professional coach. You're not good enough, or you've got to play in the Premier League to get an A licence and stuff like that. If I would have listened to them, I wouldn't be here sat in front of you now.
After a number of years of training, Simon obtained the esteemed level A in football coaching, but Tony explains exactly what you need to achieve to reach that level.
So level one's basically for the grassroots coaches. The fantastic grassroots coaches out there who do the boys clubs teams. Level 2 is the next step up, obviously, which the apprentices do as part of their education package at every club in the country. And that gives you the opportunity to go to what's called the next level, the UEFA B, as it's sometimes called, level 3, which is now the minimum requirement to be able to work in the academy at any level.
Tony and his team have built up Oldham's reputation over the years and are now one of the most prolific suppliers of young talent in North England.
For our level, category 3, we're the third most productive academy in the country, which is phenomenal when you think of the budget we've got. So players who are playing in the game and stay in the game, and that's getting tougher.
If you're providing really good players and sell them on to bigger clubs, which we've done numerous times over the years, that's a great bonus.
And Tony encourages any aspiring coaches to get into the sport.
There's a lot of jobs now, especially the category 1 clubs, the big clubs of nearly all the coaching jobs at every age group are full time. So there's more jobs in coaching now, I'd say, in academy level than there's ever been.
Oldham Athletics Academy are doing great things and are really providing both players and coaches with a great breeding ground for the future of English football. But we'll end on words of advice for any young coaches from Simon.
Listen to others, listen to experience. Understand the game, study the game, and understand that if you want to be in the elite of coaches, it's a 6-day-a-week job.